So here we are on the way home, and I'm thinking maybe do a Throwback Thursday. I don't think I've done this story before. It's I'm going to call it the one-armed lady on PCP, and you'll find out why later. Whoa, big hole. Okay, now she had 2 arms. Okay, spoiler alert. At the end of the story, she ends up one of her arms is broken. So, anyways, I'm working day watch out of Central Division down around Elkhorn Boulevard. I hear the beat next to me, the officer on that beat, he gets a radio call to go contact a woman that's acting strange. Which we used to get a lot of those calls on the morning, you know, because you get your prostitutes go out there, they'd be high on drugs, maybe acting a little strange, they'd be a little aggressive and stuff, and people who call want them to be run off or arrested, right? And that's what I figured this was. That's probably what he figured it was too, because that's usually what it was. So anyways, he's ahead that way. I'm just out, you know, cruising around on patrol on my beat, which is next to his. And he goes 1097, which means he's on scene. And a few minutes later, I'm in the middle of writing a traffic ticket. Don't remember what for. But I hear him come on the radio yelling for 1087 now, which means he needs to cover right now. Needs another officer there now. So apparently I figure, okay, stuff must have hit the fan, things went sideways. He's calling for help. So I give the driver's license back to the person I got pulled over and tell him it's their lucky day, I gotta go on a hot call. See you later. And I jumped back in my patrol car and I head that way. Well, there was 2 other officers. At the same time, they jumped on the call and headed that way also. Well, they got there before I did because I was stuck in traffic. And it wasn't a priority 1 code 3 call. It was just you know, hurry up and get your butt over there call. And we didn't have any further information on it. Well, they go 1097 on scene. I'm still trying to get there. Right about the time I get on scene, and I go 1097, they put out as code 4. Well, you know, I get out of the patrol car and I look over and there's 4 guys there, you know. 2 regular patrol officers and an FTO and this trainee, and they got this woman down on the ground. They got her handcuffed and they're hog tying her. She's kicking like crazy, so they're trying to put the hog ties around her legs, you know, hanging on her feet, hog tie her up. About that time, the patrol sergeant rolls up. Well, I kind of hang back because I don't want to get too involved and have to write paper on this mess, because it's obviously going to be a mess whenever you got to put a woman down on the ground like that, hog tie her. Plus, you know, there's nightsticks laying around, or batons laying around on the ground, and some radios laying on the ground, and so it was obviously a pretty good fight. So the patrol sergeant, he shows up, he goes over there, and I'm hanging back by my patrol car, and you know, they put out that it was code 4 and everything, so okay, I clear and decide to get in my patrol car and get my butt out of there, which I did. Well, later on that evening, when we all get back to the station, oh, well, okay, also, then they have to go to call for an ambulance to take her to the county hospital for treatment, and then one of the officers has to go to the hospital for treatment for being bit. Okay, so we get back later that night at the station after our shift is over, and we're in the locker room talking. And then come to find out, it turns out that they think she was either on PCP or angel dust or, you know, something like that. She was on something really that just gave her like a superhuman strength. And the first guy that arrived, she was, you know, grabbed him and throwing him around like a rag doll. And that's why he called for help. And then she grabbed his radio, threw it to the ground. Well, he had pulled out his baton and was trying to protect himself with that. And the other officers showed up. They saw him fighting with her with his baton, and it wasn't having much luck, so they, you know, joined in with their batons, and she had taken the baton away from one of the guys, don't know who, probably the rookie, but you know, let's blame it on him. And so they had themselves one heck of a fight there. They finally got her down on the ground and got her handcuffed. And after they had her all handcuffed and hog-tied, they discovered that at some point during the fight, she had broken her arm. And it just continued on fighting with a broken arm. That's why she had to be taken to the hospital. And one of our guys had to go to the hospital because he had got bit. And he was going to have to get some kind of antibiotic shot and stuff. And keep going back for tests to make sure he didn't get any other, some kind of diseases, you know, sexually transmitted diseases or whatever, HIV, that kind of stuff. So anyways, that's the story. I did not get to participate in the brawl. I did not have to write paper. I just arrived on scene and saw the aftermath. Got to hear the story later that night and went on back to my beat. So what do you think of that? Hit the like button, make a comment, subscribe, come back again next week for another Throwback Thursday.